Hi, welcome to the end of the year Q&A. I will be your host, and I'm going to be reading the questions off the community tab. Yes. Do you like how cozy this is? It's Christmas. So I'm very lazy and I'm not going to take screenshots of the questions and show them here. Instead, I will be just screen recording on my phone and just scrolling. Modern problems, guys. How big is your pick? It says it's normal size. Do you play guitar? Opinion on eating greasy finger food then playing guitar after without washing. Don't do it. Will Steve ever come back to the band? Well, listen, Steve has just left. Okay, I don't care about what he does with his life. I mean, we'll see in 2020. There's big things planned for Steve, I hope. Do you have any hobbies other than playing guitar? Yeah, I used to draw a lot and what do I do, bro? Shit. Play video games, add me on Steam. I like going for walks during blue hour. If you don't know what blue hour is, it's literally right now. So yeah. Are you planning to do some collab videos with Slosh? Oh, I hope, man. He doesn't really respond to my emails anymore, but hopefully. Tell us about your childhood in Lebanon and what part of it you lived in, please. Bro, I lived in Balune, Ajaltun. Kind of like in between. Very, very fun times. How much time do you practice a day? I don't practice guitar. When are you gonna do a face reveal? Oh man, it's funny because my face is showing all the time. Why do bad things happen to good people? So a lot of people like to see it this way, like kind of like life is challenging you because something is planned for you. You can see it this way, or you can be like, just like, shit happens, bro, like get over it. Or you only notice the bad things that happen to you. Good things happen to me and bad things happen to me, but which ones you focus on is up to you, really. Just the way you look at it. I'm sure there's extremes on both ends. I don't necessarily think good things happen to bad people. What do you think about cats? You have to sit down for this Q&A, buddy. This animal abuse? Ouch. Fuck Mary, kill Jared Dines, Rob Scallon, K-Mac. Fuck K-Mac 100%. Mary, you know what? Mary Jared Dines, fuck it. He has a good house now. Rob Scallon, I'll kill Rob Scallon, I don't care. Like, I'll take his instruments. Was it hard for you to learn English from after Arabic and teach please how to pronounce these sounds? Also, thanks for content and greetings from Ukraine. Have a nice year, you too. Are you confident about your nipples? No, that's why I paid to get nipple surgery. Do you plan on living off of your YouTube video? I hope that's a thing. I don't make a lot right now. I don't think I'd reach a point where it's like, okay, I can just, go YouTube full time because my videos are bad. Hi Rudy, what are your top 5 favorite bands? Also, you make great videos. 5 favorite bands. I can't. Really, I can't. It depends on the month of the year. It depends on what I'm doing. There's like at least 30 bands that I would like keep in my rotation. Who is a sponsor of this video? Raid, Shadow, I'm just kidding. I wish they were Raid, please sponsor me. I need to eat. Okay, so I think we have like 18 minutes left on the card. So whenever the card stops recording, the Q&A ends. So there's like 500 something questions, not a lot. So I'll just go through them, see what happens. I understand that there are some difficulties involved in being a consistent content creator and working a day job at the same time. What is a difficulty you have experienced and how do you... My day job isn't really that time consuming. Like it's only a day job. My YouTube videos don't really take a lot of time. It's not like animation video essays that I'm doing. It's not that hard right now. Maybe, if I change direction in 2020, it doesn't really burn me out. Some people say, oh, you're out of ideas. It's not that I'm out of ideas. You have to choose when to spend time into something. Rudy and K-Mac 2020, when? In 2020. Can I eat your ass? Yeah, come over. Do you have a college degree? No, I went to film school and I dropped out. You get your ideas for your sketches. Everyday life, interactions with people. Most of the ideas come when I'm showering. That's the bulk of my ideas. I'm like, oh, hey, that would be a good idea. I would write it down in notes. And then this shadow is kind of ugly. Like, yeah, man, it's not that hard to get ideas. It's just hard to get ideas. It's hard to get ideas sometimes. Plan to have a concert tour, retrospect and anthropomorphic. Hope you are planning a tour. Best wishes. Really, I don't think touring is really in my list. Maybe I'll do like a local show if I get some friends like to play together, maybe for retrospect. I don't think anthropomorphic is that interesting to me to play live. It's different, Retrospect is kind of fun sometimes. If you haven't checked out my EP Retrospect, you can check it out in Spotify. Or can you faint like you did in the guitarist tuning video? What is the point of life? Life is trying to figure out what life is. Think of it this way. Let's say you buy a car, but the only way you can pay for the car is to drive to the dealership and pay cash. So basically, you bought the car only to drive it and pay for it. This is life. You are born, and then you have to figure out what life is for, why you're here, and all that stuff. Some people crack the code and they're like, oh, I can pay online. I don't have to drive to the dealership. But some people have not figured that out, and they still drive to the dealership, pay cash, and come back. And that's what their life is. So, you need to crack the code, guys. When was the last time you visited Lebanon? 2015, I left. Do you like jazz? What's your opinion on jazz? I like jazz a lot. Stuff that makes me seem, sophisticated and edgy. Sort of in a learning slump right now. How do I start improving my guitar? I would suggest getting an in-person teacher, like a couple sessions. Just see where you're at, man, because that really helps to get outside perspective on your playing. How and who got you into music? Do you know how much about music theory? Yeah, I think my mom used to just play music in the car, and I just liked the sound of Western music. Started getting into more bands. I like the sound of rock. I got into metal, kind of, Megadeth, Iron Maiden, all that stuff. From there I got into symphonic stuff, transferred into folk metal, Viking metal, and then I went into prog metal. And from prog metal I went into jazz metal. From jazz metal I went into jazz. And now it's a mix between jazz, fusion, and jazz metal, basically. These are my favorite. It's dark now, yeah? Makes you genuinely happy. Will you continue making skits, or will you change your content? So there's many of these questions, like what's the direction of the channel for 2020? And I do kind of have like some skits I want to make still. The short film is still in production. I just have to, production it. All I want for New Year is Rudy to fill my cues with A's. What was your first guitar and did you like it? It's just like a Strat copy. It was one of the first though. RG120, or G220B. You hate Pliny, you hater ass bitch. He makes amazing music. You just say you're jealous. SMH, I never said I hate Pliny. Who said I hate Pliny? What do you recommend doing before starting to learn guitar? Just get a guitar. Get a teacher. Rudy, are you Portugal? Yes. What's your neighbor's first name? I have no idea. Every time, I swear, I get out the door and he's there. He doesn't say anything, right? And I'm just like, ugh, small talk. And I'm like, hey. And he's like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, oh, fucking cringe. Like, you don't have to fake talking to me, man. Just nod. And I'm like, it's going good. How are you? And he's like, oh, great. It's like just like with a straight face. He doesn't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck. But like, I hope you're hearing me, man. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want to see you clean shaved. The amount of sarcasm left in your comments ever get old or tiring? Do you ever just want some straightforward compliment? I think the best compliment to me is if I say a joke and someone just, shits on me. How do you come up with the idea of making sketches instead of playing videos? The first sketch I did was when I won that guitar from Samurai Guitarist, and it was the unboxing of it, and it was just bad, I used internal camera audio and all that stuff. You can just watch it if you want. You can click. Did you send me fan art? Because if you didn't, send me it. Can you crush me with your thighs, Rudy? Shit, come over, man. There's 3 people coming over. Sad. You never stated opinion about what's happening in Lebanon. Can you speak 2-3 words about it? It's very bad. How often do you masturbate? If these people come over right now, like, it's probably a lot. What is the exact circumference of your entire left tit? New album was awesome. Do you plan on making another in the near future? Thank you. Yeah, man. Probably at the end of this year again. You ever thought of putting out a long video, short film? Yeah, I've been talking about it. I'll get it done at some point. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification that is presented next to the subscribe. But yeah, I don't think this will be my last video of 2020. Unless I die, of course. Oh shit, I'm a comedian, bro. Damn.